Hello, welcome to Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily checkity check, tuning into the energies of the day for whoever's tuning in, whenever you're tuning into this at the right time. Any messages, guidance, news you can use. What would be the most helpful information for all of us? What we need to know today. All right. Atha of Kali is the Kali card today. Look at that. That's some fierceness. It's muscles. Definitely some masculine energy here. Not just with the physique, but the arrow, the bow and arrow. It's a very masculine energy. Focus, direction, laser, pinpoint. All right. So her heart contains the seeds of your soul and complete awareness of the divine destiny she has always intended for you. There is a sacred purpose for which you were born and a meaningful, divinely protected pathway for you to fulfill it. Only you can decide to put your faith and commitment into that path and to take one step at a time in honoring what has value to your heart, tuning into her loving plan. In taking those steps, the pathway will reveal itself and you shall attract great blessings that will benefit all beings. All right. I'm getting, this is, even though Kali is a goddess, divine feminine energy, I'm getting a lot of divine masculine energy coming through today about doing, about actively taking action on your path, movement. Feel that focus and fiery energy of moving down that yellow brick road, and that you are protected along the way. But I feel like you need to know that you're protected because you might be feeling anxious because you're adventuring out on a new path, something completely new to you. And so it feels awkward. I mean, you can just own it during the day, like when you bump up against an uncomfortable feeling that's new to you, and so it feels awkward, like that happens. And then, or scary, or you might be experiencing it as frightening, anxiety. Only you can decide to put your faith and commitment on the path. Yeah, nobody else can walk your path. You've got to do it yourself. You've got to make decisions, make choices, and take actions that only you can know are right for you. They're individual. And I'm getting, so taking one step at a time. Right now, you might not feel that vista of, oh, I know where we're going. I've been here before. I know what the landscape is like. I know what the people are like. Instead, you're in a foreign land. It's unknown terrain, unknown people, but that doesn't have to be a horrible thing. You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to find new, amazing friends along the way. And not friends, every bit, but you're going to use your discernment and figure out who's who. It's an adventure. All right, so, and by valuing your heart and tuning into the love that is you, if you're tuning into the worry and the doubt and the fear, then you'll start matching that energy and kind of feeling your whole body, your mind is focusing on the fear instead of the path that you do want. It's really hard to talk with my hands when I'm holding a card. If you don't know, because you don't have that long-term view of where you're going, because it is also new, then the taking one step at a time, as you take a step, the universe will bring more and more to you. Does that make sense? But you have to take the action. You have to make the decisions to move forward, to take action. And then the universe will start taking action towards you. And in that way, you will attract great blessings that will benefit all beings. I love that it says benefit all beings. So I love how you following your path to become more you, your soul's version of you, not an ego version of you, but truly your soul path. The more you become you, the more you, definitely help yourself, but the more you go within and accept all of who you are and become less judgmental and accept where you are, accept all of who you are, the more you find that there's also a path that creates a path towards loving others, seeing others' light. The more honest you are with yourself, the more honesty you attract towards yourself. The more you accept, the more it's easy to accept people right where they are. Not how you would prefer them to show up, but just seeing them how they are. All right. Boy, I'm getting a lot of movement instantly, like you can't be stopped right now. You've got some type of momentum that's really gathered. Let's see what that's about, shall we? So, in the past, we've got this energy of Page of Cups in reverse. I'm getting confusion. I don't know who I am. I don't know what my heart space is. And I don't know how to interpret these emotions and feelings that I have. I feel separated from myself, that there's aspects of me. There's like a private me and then a public me. And I feel kind of divided and lost in that. This feels like someone who has had a lot of projections on them about their limitations, so much so that the person starts believing like, okay, well, that must be true. Ooh. That like knocked the wind out of me. Some type of wow, that's an interesting feeling. Let's see if that has any. Okay, the wind that got knocked out of me before drawing this card is you were very scattered and you didn't know who to trust. And so you were trusting a lot of people outside of yourself. And at some point in the past, you decided to be the authority on you. To connect with your higher self, to like tune into magic, to tune into, feel like you start blurring the lines between sacred and profane. What you thought was evil or profane or sinful at some point, wrong, bad, some type of judgment on it, was blocking you by having these beliefs. It was not allowing you to really look at for where your answers are, and your answers are within. The key to everything is within. You started becoming more of a your own leader, your own guru. Doesn't mean that others follow you. You're not looking for to be everyone else's guru. It feels like you want everyone else to run their own ship as well, to find their own inner guidance. No more the following someone else and tell me what to do. No more of that fear and control cycle. It's I'm going within to find who I really am. I do feel that you are helping people find their own light by your own journey, just as people who inspired you, people who you follow, teachers, people around you who have that spark and light, maybe people who are fearlessly themselves, who have sparked, ignited some type of remembrance that you're not stuck in a storyline. You're not a limited version. We are getting that opportunity to experience time and space and limitation and a finite experience. You are an infinite being of light. You will always exist. That is the first law. You exist. If you are receiving this and you are consciously hearing me, you exist. You will always exist. However, what makes living as a human and in this universe so powerful is we get to separate ourselves from ourselves. Forget that we are existing fully, totally, completely in the non-physical, and get to have this beautiful finite experience where we go through life and we learn more and more about ourselves by being divided within ourselves. We get to evolve and grow. We get to find ourselves over and over again. We're having a finite experience. It is limited. It has a time limit on it. That makes it more precious. That makes it more urgent to not waste this time, to get the most out of it, to wring the most out of this experience, to lick the bowl of all the yumminess that it has to provide. Right, that feels good for past energy. In your current energy, the wheel. It's up. You have amazing karma. Like that's that momentum I was feeling at the beginning with Artha of Kali. It's like you've got the wind at your back. You've got the universe at your back. You've got your guardian angel. A couple days ago, I delivered a message where your guardian angel has their hand on your back, in the back of your heart space. That might be good for some of you to watch. That's amazing. Tuning into that energies the last couple days, feeling supported. You're going downhill. You're going with the stream, with the flow. How many different, do you get the metaphor? The feeling of the free flowing, a lack of resistance. I feel like things are going to keep going, moving forward rapidly, as long as you can stay focused on where you're going and what you're wanting to create for yourself. Not get caught up on distractions. To keep reminding yourself during the day that you are loved, you are guided, you are supported. It's okay to feel awkward and uncomfortable. And I'm still going to move towards it, what I want. I'm also getting to allow people, the universe, to support you and guide you. That you don't have to know everything. This is part of the fun, is investigating and finding out what you're into now. Yeah, something has shifted in your energy, and there was, it's either happening now, it's happened in the recent past, where you were detached from life and you couldn't find anything interesting, anything enticing. It's a sense of apathy that you were kind of stuck in. I'm not going to say stuck. I'm going to change that. Stuck means that there's no purpose was served. I'm getting that what was happening is a need to heal before you moved on. This was an amazing little island of time for you to heal from past traumas, to let go big shifts, big ascension energies, change of consciousness. And now you're leaving the island of apathy. You're leaving Apathy Island and sailing away. Feel like you've learned a lot from Apathy Island. Some of Apathy Island helps support your, it's okay to stay right where I am because I need to go within. And nothing out here, I'm not finding anything that matches me in my outside world that matches what I prefer. So I'm going to stay apathetic because something isn't, the timing's off. Oh boy. You are like front and center right now in current energies. You are in that high priestess mode. In the past, you were in that the Hierophant, and in current energy, you're in the high priestess. This is a lot of spiritual work that you've done. I'm also getting balancing of masculine and feminine energies. I'm getting also that as today, during this daily check, I'm getting a lot of masculine energy, taking action, moving forward, making decisions, and then taking action on that. And what I'm getting is this lovely energy of your divine feminine energy coming in to be supportive of that masculine, divine masculine forward motion. Don't forget to tune into your intuition, your gut. Not just during the day, well, all during the day. I see a lot of times masculine energy is like a laser, a line. It just moves, it's focused. It's got a direction, it's got an intent, it's boom. Feminine energy is more like a ball of energy. everything in that sphere. It's like you're in the middle of a sphere. And so it's not about the motion and the movement to get somewhere. It's about being right where you are, accepting, allowing. And when you're in that feminine, divine feminine space, you can receive. When you calm and quiet the busyness and the masculine energies, tuning in several times during the day so you can receive guidance. Feel like right now, the masculine energy in your space is like, let's go, and excited, and has a lot of momentum and charge. And then so it's kind of like your masculine energy is driving a chariot, and your feminine energy is next to you, giving you like, yes, no, listen to your gut. This is something hinky going on here. Yes, that. Do you feel how good that feels? That's a yes. So it feels like you've got your divine feminine being a navigator of your experience right now. Your divine feminine is allowing and bringing in guidance, so you're not alone. Communicating with aspects of yourself that's higher, that can see the road ahead clearly. I think sometimes your divine masculine energy is more in your mental body and logic, tuned into that energy. And so if your feminine energy can't explain to your mental body why you feel something's not right, then I feel like in the past you've discarded your intuition and believed your mental body. Where I get now, your divine masculine and divine feminine energies are working together. They're not competing against each other. They're not trying to, who's better and who, they're working together. So your divine feminine, I feel like when you get a hit and you're like, I don't know how to explain it, but something ain't right here with this person, the situation. I'm just gonna step away and take some time because I don't know. I can't explain it. I feel like your divine masculine energy now has more permission to be like, okay, you don't know, but I trust you. I trust your gut. Your divine masculine energy is supporting the divine feminine way of communicating, more from feelings and intuition and knowingness. This looks really nice. This feels like cooperation, a lack of competition, an understanding that like an unscattering of pieces of yourself, and you're starting to work really well with yourself, with aspects of yourself. I get that as you continue to do this, you trusting yourself, trusting the messages you're receiving, trusting how to navigate, then it's like you're journeying to better and better places within and better places out in the world. Better for you. There's no judgment on that. It's like better for you, what you want, what your soul craves and desires for this life experience. So not surprised at all to see the chariot in the center of your reading. What this is all about, the heart of your reading is moving forward very quickly, using your intuitive powers to decide which direction to move. This is a warrior, reminding you that you're a warrior, you're strong. This chariot kind of looks more like a stagecoach. I'm seeing it more as like a gladiator, a Roman gladiator's chariot. And you're unstoppable. You've got a lot of momentum behind you right now. A lot of momentum. I feel like if you just go with the flow and trust what you're drawn to, what actions, what words you're drawn to, check in with that feminine energy. It's as long as you don't get in your own way, you've created such a momentum that's aligning with divine timing, something to do with the astrology, with what's happening in the world, as in like energies, your path. I feel like you're able to tune in. You're getting better and better at tuning into your path. I feel like even though this might be a difficult time, some challenges coming up, I feel like you're perceiving it very differently from, and not like toxic positivity. You're seeing things very clearly and honestly with yourself, but you create perceptions of it that make it work for you. There's something that you were working on or are working on, something to do with your stability and security. Could be around business and finances. And it feels like it's just been stalled out for a long time. It looks like it's been stalled out, the finances, something because you have been learning how to work with your emotions. There's a difference between tuning into your gut, your instinct, which a lot of times is like emotions. They're feelings. They're an intuitive feeling. You're finding out and discerning between being caught in emotions, like being in a storyline and being very emotional, but that is not your intuition. That is, you have matched and started mirroring maybe a mixture of emotions, and you become and start acting and talking from those energies instead of the observer of the emotions. That feels like what you've been shifting in your space, how to be comfortable, grounded in your emotions. Yeah, this is a lot of lessons about discernment and validation, how far you've come. You are leaving something really painful behind. Something that really separated. It's like you couldn't move forward until you figured out how to heal, how to process, how to look at your shadow self, how to look at traumas, how to choose yourself on a soul level. what's happening right now is the end of a cycle. For a while now, I've been saying in these daily checkity checks that there's been a lot of ending of cycle, beginning of new cycle. And energetically, there's this time gap kind of in between, this transition period where you are releasing so many beliefs and old ways of perceiving yourself and your world, and creating space. It's like you're everyone who's in this space and the story in between the ending of something and the beginning of something else is kind of having this, it's kind of a weird in between feeling, a little bit of old you, a little bit of new you. There's a lot of transition going on. It's okay. Some of you might be experiencing grieving, and you might associate it with grieving someone who's lost. But what I'm getting right now, you might be grieving old you, the you who you thought you were creating, that you put a lot of investment in, the you feel like some of you hit a period of instability, or it hit you really hard. Something happened, boom, knocked your socks off. And part of your reaction to this, your instinct, was to try to find ground, try to go back to some kind of comfortable place that you believed that you had before the shit hit the fan, before things became really difficult. And what you've learned along the way is you weren't happy. Why are you trying to go back and find some comfortable space where you can, this was your guides, the universe, yourself, your higher self that can see a broader point of view, saying you need to get out of the nest. You're in a comfort cycle and that you're really not happy. But because you're so used to it and accustomed to these energies, you think that's the best it can be. And so we're going to have to kick you, you kicked a part of you. No one did this to you. Kicked you out of the nest so you can see that there's much, much more. There's much, much more. Dream. There's much, much more. Move forward. What is it that you want to create? What have you always wanted to create? Who have you always wanted to be? By a complete or a lot of destruction of your old life and old you are creating a possibility for something far better. You're staying in you're wanting to rebuild a nest instead of finding a different tree, building a different nest somewhere else in a different area. There's something about letting what's dead die and creating something new for yourself. Your challenge right now is 7 of Cups. I feel like there are a lot of options out there for you. And instead of going back and trying to recreate a time when you felt a little more comfortable and safe, if you really think about it, were you really happy? Were you fulfilled? Were you satisfied? Some of you are, there's a lot of choices. What do I do? Now that I've cleared so much energy and people and situations, I have a lot of opportunities. I'm not sure. And some of them you're going to be showing yourself. Some of them are delusions, not true. And I feel like, again, this is part of you moving forward right now, taking actions using your divine masculine and your divine feminine energy to help you discern what's right for you, what's preferred for you, and what is not for your soul path, your soul journey. Oh, my glasses off too soon. These cards are new and they've got such beautiful detailed illustrations. So another, right, isn't that gorgeous? Six of Wands, a victory. It's after a battle. Look, they're all bloodied up and they're like, hurrah! And that's you on the horse with the wreath, a victory wreath. So after Five of Swords, after all that bullying and difficulty and manipulation and someone winning at any cost, you're victorious. I feel like your victory is wanting to come in. This is a public victory. People seeing you level up. There's something about you taking action, you knowing how to navigate the world. I'm definitely tuning into this energy in the non-physical, this victory and celebration already taking place. Feel like they can see down the line where you're headed, where this momentum is leading you. And so there's already that celebration on an energetic level. Just keep staying in your truth. If you're confused, that's okay. You can acknowledge and accept that I'm a little confused right now. And then tune into truth. There's some type of feel like as you go forward, what I'm getting is there's opportunities for you to really see yourself truthfully. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both. So this isn't talking about the truth about me and I'm amazed. It's taking away the judgment of that and just seeing yourself very truthfully, seeing others very truthfully. The more you accept and see all of who you are, the easier it is to read other people's energies because you recognize it within yourself. The more you are in denial and unable, unwilling to see yourself clearly, maybe because of ego, then the harder it is to really gauge others because you hide from yourself. Your challenge is to come out of that really powerful healing space. You've gone within for a long time now. And it's like, it's time to wake up. Some things in the real world need your attention, need your immediacy of your attention. This is all about like, come out from within, know when to go in, know when to come out. It isn't about one thing or another. It's about balance and finding what's right for you. This feels very encouraging. You've been a powerhouse. You're moving forward. You've learned so much. You've got a lot of momentum. You've got a lot of support. Can you allow that support in, that guidance energetically? The more you allow energies to help you, and sometimes that takes the form of others coming to you, strangers showing up to help you. Feel like you're discerning between who's coming to help you and who might not be such a good character. Not that these are bad people, but just so you make, well, no thanks, I'm gonna go here. You're figuring out how to navigate using your intuition. It's amazing. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can schedule in the description box below. It's been a really busy week. There are openings later in the week if you're interested and you haven't been able to get in. So, all right, take care. Bye.